And thank you all for joining in. On behalf of HDFC Securities, I welcome you all for this session on weekly FNO Outlook. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tarang Solani, and I am the product manager for derivatives. And along with me, I have Mr. Devarsh Vakil, who is the deputy research head and who will give us the weekly FNO outlook on the market. So before starting, as usual, we'll just brief you about the today's agenda. Mr. Devash Vakil will give us the FNO outlook for the market, being tomorrow is a weekly FNO expiry, and market is in a whipsaws kind of an movement, and it is quite necessary to understand how the expiry would be for tomorrow's trading session and what would be the outlook for the next week. And followed by we'll brief you about some of the important features of our advanced trading portal, which is Pro Terminal. And post that, we will open this forum for Q&A session. So without wasting any time, I will just hand over to Mr. Devash Vakil to brief us about the weekly outlook for the market. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tarang. I welcome everyone to this webinar. So let's jump into the content. So we have seen that after a brutal fall yesterday, today we are seeing that Nifty has risen by 0.8% and the open interest has started going up. 3% rise in the open interest in the Nifty. Similarly, around 1% rise in the Bank Nifty, and the open interest has risen by 10% today. Now look at the 13th expiry, 13 October, tomorrow's expiry, the distribution of options. So as you can see, 16,800, 16,900 and 17,000 levels where aggressively puts have been written. We have low open interest in 17,100, 200, 17,300 and 17,400 levels. The highest OI is at 17,500. Obviously, during the start of the series, markets have fallen, so highest open interest is quite far. But surprisingly, if you see the movement today, we see that the hardly any call buildup is there on the 17,100 to 17,500 range. So, and only large addition we see today are in 16,900 and 17,000 puts. So this suggests that market has a limited downside tomorrow. If market were to come down to 17,000 kind of a level, that is the opportunity to buy for 13th October, tomorrow's expiry, as well as the longer term, as we expect between 16,900 to 17,000 market to find some support. So as Tapan pointed out in the beginning, Tarang pointed out in the beginning that markets have been volatile, but it seems that we are near 200-day moving averages, exponential moving averages, and that's where some semblance of support is coming in. Let's look at the what's happening in the FNO side from the derivative side in the by the foreign institutional investors. So where we see that they have been short and they are quite heavily short. So if you see their long to short ratio is 0.17. So FIs are heavily short, and if there is any positive cues from global markets or local news, this leads to sharp short covering. Earlier, when we saw this kind of movement earlier in the beginning of the September month, and I remember highlighting it then also, we saw a nice rally in Nifty. Same kind of 0.15 to 0.17 kind of levels are there. So FIs are aggressively short, and that can result into some kind of a short covering if there is some positive news. So markets have near the support. FIs have created, reduced their long position, and they are quite heavily short. Retail and the pro are actually long. Now markets, if there is some positive development, this line will shoot up and that will support the market. Those short positions will support the market. So overall, around 16,900 level, you can keep a stop loss and remain bullish on the market. Today, we have seen the first signs of long build-up. At a lower level, between 16,800 to 17,000 levels, we have seen a lot of put writing. FI net long to short ratio is oversold level. And immediately, we are looking at 17,250, 17,300 kind of levels to come. For Bank Nifty, again, remain bullish with a stop loss of 38,500. That's where we see that the support can come in. On the higher side, 40,000 level can act as an immediate resistance. Maximum pain for tomorrow's expiry is around 39,000 levels. So if market were to go down due to put writing around 38,800 levels, we can expect some kind of support and keep a stop loss of 38,500 for Bank Nifty also. So after a sharp fall globally and locally, we feel that the markets are finding some kind of support, and for tomorrow, we can remain bullish around the levels which we have indicated. So on, if due to global cues, if market were to go down, Nifty were to go down and retest 16,900 kind of levels, that time to create long with these stop losses. That's what we wanted to convey. Now, if you look at the build-up over the different sectors, what are the sectors which are likely to contribute towards the rise? We see clearly banking is the sector which can continue to outperform. We are seeing that in a week where most of the sectors have seen reduction in open interest, banking is the only sector where there is good amount of build-up with the positive price action. Similarly, metals are showing first signs of some kind of bottoming out, and IT is the third sector where about 10% open interest has been built up and the price have more or less stabilized. They are not falling. So media, metal, technology, banking, these are the areas where you need to create long position, and if international cues support us, these positions will reward us over the next expiry. That's all I wanted to share. Over to you. Back to you, Tarang.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your outlook. Now, as I mentioned, as I mentioned that we will show you some of our important features of our web-based portal, which is Pro Terminal, which is our advanced trading portal. So one of the important feature is where if any of the client or if any of you wants to know what kind of strategies to be done based upon the view you are having it. So we have a good features called as option strategies. So once you go into market, this is a Pro Terminal web based portal. Under that, if you go to market, under that if you click on strategies, so once you click on strategies, it will show it to you what kind of an strategy, what kind of an target date you have, and what kind of an target price you have. Suppose I will show you a couple of example for one in index and one in stocks. So I will take Nifty as an instrument for keeping the strategy which I want to see based upon my view. I feel that tomorrow market will go and reach till 17,250. So what I will have to do, I will have to select the target date over here as in 13th of October, and in target price, I need to whatever my target price is. So 17,250 is my target price. So if I click here for strategies. So once I click on the strategies, I will get a lot of strategies which are favorable, which ideally you should do in this kind of a scenario, whatever view you are having it. So based upon it, all these strategies are there: long straddle, long double vertical spread, long strangle. So based upon the where exactly the risk reward ratio is favorable, the system will auto populate the strategy based upon your view. Now I want to check it for Reliance. Suppose I have a view that Reliance will go up, and by this month, with the expiry is 27th of October, Reliance, I have a target of 2540 for Reliance. So what is the best strategy which I should do? So once you click up for strategy, so based upon your view, you have the system will auto populate the strategy which you can do based upon your view. Now, after that, once you know the strategy, if you want to initiate the strategy and also know the margin, how much margin will be required. Suppose here, if you want to do this strategy where to buy 2320 put, sell 2340 put, then buy 2360 call, and sell 2380 call. So what you can do, you can check from our HDFC Securities platform. So once you go to HDFC Securities website, under it products, under product, there will be a margin calculator. So in that margin calculator, you need to add whatever the strike price is. So let us see. Suppose you want to go for Reliance. So here I will select Reliance. I want to buy 2320 put. So I will select 2320 put. I want to buy. So I will click on add. Then I want to sell 2340 put. So I will select 2340 over here. I want to sell this. I click on add. Then I want to buy 2360 call. So I will select call. I want to buy 2360 call. I'll click on add. And then I want to sell 2380 call. Suppose. So I will select 2380. I'll click on sell and click on add. So once I do this, once I submit, you will know how much margin will be required. You need to add this total margin required with total premium. So 46,000 plus 22,000 would be the margin requirement for if you want to initiate this strategy. And from here only you can initiate one by one. So first, if you want, whenever you initiate any kind of a strategy, would request you to first initiate buy leg, then initiate sell leg to take an advantage of this hedging benefit. So then only basically you will get an advantage of hedging benefit. So this is a margin benefit which you are getting it. So this margin benefit you will be able to get only first you initiate buy leg and then initiate sell leg. So this is how you can initiate all the strategies from our portal and also check the margin, and based upon the strategy which you like, you can initiate the strategy. So that's it from our end. Now we'll open this forum for question and answer section. If anyone has any kind of a doubt, we'll request you to please write it on the question and answer section, which is there on the right hand side of your screen, and we'll reply you back. Can anyone, is there any kind of a question? So please request you to write it on the question and answer section. We'll reply you back. So one question we got, what's the brokerage and profit under this strategy? So all this detail you will be able to see. So once you go into the strategy, you will be able to see what is your maximum brokerage. I hope it is visible. So what is your maximum profit for this strategy? What is the maximum loss for this strategy? So all those you will be able to, what is the probability of maximum profit? What is the probability of maximum loss? So all these statistics you will be able to see in this screen. Mr. Manikdan is asking in Pro Terminal how to buy Bank Nifty index. I'm unable to see all the strike price. So what you can do is here you need to type Bank Nifty. So once you go to Bank Nifty, under that you will be able to see option chain. So once you click on option chain, so here there are a limited number of strike price which you can see. If you want to enlarge it, there is an option over here. This is a 3-line option. Once you click on show all, so all these strike prices you will be able to see from 30. This is from 30,000 to 46,500. So you have to select this show all option. Click on that. Sorry. Mr. Raghu Kumar is asking why we have to go to buy before sell before because what happens, the system understands is basically you are taking any kind of an hedging position. So based upon the hedging position, your margin will be charged. So once you take any kind of an hedging position, so exchange gives us liberty of certain kind of a margin which is to be charged. So that's why once you buy any kind of a leg and then sell, so you will get a margin benefit. So Mr. Mukesh is asking, will it be possible to teach how to read daily data EOD from NSE side? Devarsh sir, can you answer this?
Yeah, sure. So the NSE websites do provide the end of the day power copy, and it is very simple to read it. In order to understand the data, I suggest that you understand the basic concepts of derivatives from our YouTube channel or the educational material available on our website. And once you have the hang of the basic derivative data between concepts, you will be able to easily understand the information provided on the NSE website. Now, simple concepts like price, open interest, volume, these things are fairly easy to understand. If you have any specific doubt, you can write to us, and then I'll be able to solve it. It's very difficult to explain these concepts, theoretical concept, in a format like webinar. But if there is any specific question, we can definitely answer it.
Okay, thank you, sir. And one more question, Devarsh sir, from Venkata Krishna. Any view on Fin Nifty for next week?
So Fin Nifty, we have been issuing trading strategies on Fin Nifty also yesterday also. So unlike the Bank Nifty and Nifty, where there is expiry is on Thursday, Fin Nifty is a unique contract where it do expires on Tuesday. So many expiry related trades are possible on Tuesday. We do provide trading strategies for expiry calls, and we have been fairly successful. So I would urge you to follow the research advice and follow the recommendations for day trading, which we give on Tuesday and any other days. Otherwise, generally, just like Nifty and Bank Nifty, there could be some slight dip, but otherwise, we are looking at a fairly positive market action from here on. So if market were to go down, Fin Nifty were to go down a little bit tomorrow, I would advise you to create long positions for tomorrow's expiry, and eventually higher levels are possible in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty. So we are positive on it. You can create long positions on declines.
So thank you, sir. And also I want to highlight if you want to see any research recommendations, you can log into our basic and trade or empowered portal, not a pro terminal, but basic and trade empowered. Over there, if you scroll down and if you enlarge this, you will be able to see fundamental calls and technical calls. So fundamentals are all long-term delivery calls, and technical calls here you will be able to see the are index specific in derivatives and also stock specific calls. So recommendations, sorry. So you can see all these recommendations in this page. And since we have a good track record in as Devarsh highlighted it, so we can just you can see and track this recommendation on a daily basis. So one more question, Mr. Sandeep is asking, if I lose premium money, then margin money will also from my account? No, Mr. Sandeep. So what happens is basically once you initiate any kind of a strategy, so that margin money is a safety money which exchanges keep with them in case if there is any kind of a loss. So whatever loss it is, how much ever loss you make, so that would get deducted from their margin money, and the rest will be given it back to you. So this is how it takes place. So it is not necessary if you lose, your margin money is also gone. So basically your margin money is a safety money which is kept by the exchange in case if there is any kind of a loss, and if whatever loss it is, the balance is been refunded to you. Uh, so Mr. Sayyed is asking, hi, what is more profitable, selling or buying options? Sir, can you highlight on this if possible?
So it depends upon the volatility. Generally, if you are right and if the direction is right, it is much more profitable to buy options. But the downside is that if your view is wrong, the option premiums will deteriorate over the time. They will lose the time value, and then you will end up losing the fair amount of capital in it. So if there is higher volatility and if you can catch the direction right, it is much more profitable to buy options. But if you cannot get the direction right, then it is better to sell out of money options. Usually with the time, the decay on premium happens and you are able to earn handsome interest on out of money put option or a long call option. So if you have a view, if you have a directional view, and if you think that the markets are going to move in that direction within a short span of time, within next 1 or 2 sessions, it is better to buy options. But if you don't have any view on the market and if you think that it is going to remain range bound or drift lower or higher, then it is better to sell options which is out of money and try to earn the interest on the margin you have deposited. It is
Yeah.
the option trading is for the sophisticated investors. So if you are a beginner, do not attempt this. But how you behave, then you start trading.
Okay. So one more question by Krishna Murthy, whether margin on pledge share is available automatically when we trade for index. So it's a very good question. So we as an HDFC Securities provide you 0% interest on derivatives margin used against pledge of shares. So if you have any portfolio, you can pledge that portfolio against that whatever margin you get after haircut, whatever margin you get after pledging your shares, you can avail that margin to trade in derivatives market without any interest cost. Yeah, so it is automatically taken over. That has been preferred first, whatever margin you have on pledge of shares. Once you trade in index options or index futures or stock futures or stock options, so automatically first will fetch the margin from that, and then whatever it is will take it from your bank account. Mr. Ajit is asking a suggestion after getting strategy. Can you provide direct execution? So yeah, your point taken. We are into the process of improving our web-based portal. We have also highlighted and raised this issue. So we'll soon come out with this feature functionality also. Uh, Mr. Rajiv is asking. Yeah, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Sanjay is asking about whether do we have any educational videos on the Pro terminal. Uh, there are webinars and presentation done by our team and Tarang on Pro Terminal. If you go to our HDFC Securities website and YouTube, you will be able to find it. Tarang, you want
Yeah.
to highlight what are the
Yeah.
training
Rightly
tools?
said. Yeah, so rightly said. As if you go to YouTube channel, under that YouTube HDFC Securities is a channel where you will be able to see all our pro terminal related platform, and what are the features of it. And also, if you want to understand about futures and options in much more better way, so we have also uploaded the audio, video, visual over there, so you can also refer that. So one more question is, can we trade commodities online from Pro Terminal? Will this option will be available? So as of now, we don't have this option, but very soon we'll be coming out with these features. So I think we have highlighted most of the questions. Shall we conclude?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, sir. So thank you, sir, for providing the outlook on the market, and thank you all attendees for coming out and listening on the FNO outlook, weekly FNO outlook. Hope it is useful, and hope you have a profitable journey ahead. Thank you. Thank you all for attending this session. Thank you.